Hey friends, okay, so today's video, I'm just gonna do a laundry chat, talk about life, how everything's going, how Christmas was, what my goals are for the new year, just everything. So I thought I would do a laundry chat with you. If you have any laundry, go grab your laundry and let's just chat about life, I guess, right? Before I get into this, I would love to hear what you want from me for the new year. Like what videos do you love me doing? Do you love videos like this, clean with me? Do you love when I talk about the faith? Do you like when I do day in the life and then weave in the Catholic faith? I would love to hear what type of videos you want from me this year because I am here for you guys. So let me know what you guys are hoping for from this channel. All right, so let's get into it. First, I want to talk about Christmas. How about Advent? Let's talk about Advents, because I feel like this Advent was so quick because it seemed like it was almost only 3 weeks, right? Because of just how Christmas landed and how it was on a Monday. And I think for some reason, it's super hard on me when it's like that, when Christmas is only 3 weeks or Advent is almost only 3 weeks. I feel like I need a full 4 weeks to get it all in, right? But I will say my prayer life this Advent was the best it's been in years. And all I did for Advent for prayer was I made it super simple. I just did the Gospel of Luke, and so every day I did a chapter, and then I did the St. Andrew prayer, and that was amazing to me. It was so good. I think for the rest of my life, that's what I need. I used to get like a devotional every year, and I don't know why, but it was good, but just having the Gospels and then doing the St. Andrew prayer, there was something inside of me that moved, and it was so awesome. And it just helped me to simplify, and honestly, it helped me with the goals. I'll get into my goals later, but it really changed me in such a beautiful way. Just knowing what God asked of me and stuff. So overall, Advent was awesome, but it was just, if you see, I did a vlog on Advent, my week of Advent, and it was crazy. There was so much that we did, crammed into that week. But it was super fun. It was a really fun video to do and to share and stuff. But anyway, so Advent overall was great spiritually, and I feel like I was ready for when Christmas came. I guess I wish I were in the Advent season longer, because I just wanted to for it to last a lot longer. I don't know, I just wanted to be that. I love that spiritual feeling that I had in Advent. And it's funny because now that, Christmas has come and gone, I struggle a little bit, oh, now what do I do? Because that was such a good prayer life that I had. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do Faith for Sunday, and pretty much what that is, it's over on my website, Catholic Mom's Life, and it goes through each of the readings for Sunday. So all week long, I don't have a group that I'm doing this with. I have it where you could do it with a whole group, but I'm gonna do this by myself and just really dive into the Sunday readings, meditate on them. And there's something called Lectio Divina, and so it's where you really get into it and meditate. And so on Sunday, I will be fully ready to really be present. I'll link it down below, but it's super, you just print it out, and then all week long I'm gonna meditate on this and read the readings, and hopefully that'll be my new prayer life. Is I really want to read the Bible every day, and so that's one way that I can do it. So anyway, so I'm gonna do that and pray the rosary, obviously. So then Christmas came, and Christmas was so good. It was so awesome. Zach and Bella, the priest, asked them if they would be Joseph and Mary. So they have a children's mass Christmas Eve, and so Bella dressed up like Mary, and Zachary dressed up, I'll show a picture right here, like Joseph, and they got to hold the baby Jesus and walk him up to the altar. And then they went to the nativity and sit down baby Jesus, and then prayed a Hail Mary, and then they walked back. And so it was the kids' mass, and so they loved it. They thought it was so special, and they're I want to do that every year. It was really funny, but they walked super quick down the aisle. It was hilarious. I'm okay guys, next time slower if you do get asked to do this again. But it was really sweet to to have them. Jacob did it last year. And so, yeah, actually I think he did it the last 2 years. So anyway, it was really sweet to have them there. And then my in-laws, who are like 10 minutes from us, they had a lot of Eric's brothers and sisters came for Christmas, and so it was super fun. We just had company come all from Christmas Eve all the way through past New Year's, so it was really fun to be with his whole family. They're an amazing family to be married into. I did a video a while ago, a couple videos with my mother-in-law, and so if you're curious to know what my in-laws are like, she's awesome. She's like, goes to daily mass. She's so fun. We just have so much in common. She's like one of my best friends. I really love my in-laws. And stuff. But anyway, so that was fun, and a lot of family time and just relaxation. And okay, so I'm curious. So it's been Epiphany, and I'm curious, do you guys keep up the Christmas tree past Epiphany? Do you take it down before, or do you keep it up until Candlemas? I know a lot of people do that. Our family, we take it down after Epiphany, but I'm just curious to know what you guys do. There's no right or wrong answer. I know that there's a lot of people who are like so gung-ho about like they need to have their Christmas tree up through January and stuff, but it's not a salvation issue. So whatever you decide in your family. I'm just curious though, do you guys keep it up all through January, or do you like just I kind of slowly take it down. I've been like slowly taking it down now, but anyway, I loved this Christmas and Advent. It was so beautiful, and I've been reflecting a lot on what my goals are for this upcoming year. And usually I have these like huge lofty goals, but this Advent, like my prayer life, I really felt like God was asking me to kind of slow down, to do the opposite of like, I'm such a goal, like I love goals, I love setting them, I love going after them. And I really felt like God was asking me to like kind of almost do the opposite, like just slow things down, especially with a Catholic mom's life. So this last year I worked so hard. There's so much that goes into what I do. And I had a lot of help, and it's been awesome, but I felt like God was saying, Heather, I want you to be more present with your family and with homemaking and organizing and all of those things, and just like work on your domestic church. And so that has been so fascinating, because I was like, okay, God, what does that mean? Do I give up YouTube, Instagram, blogs, like, you know, my website? What does that mean exactly? And I felt like he was saying to keep doing YouTube, but really only focus on YouTube. And so that's been interesting, because I hadn't thought about that before, but I feel like that's been really peaceful for me, because that's really what he asked me when I first started, was to do YouTube. And I'm like, okay, yeah, let's do it. But then like over time, you're like, oh, I should do Instagram and Facebook and all these things. And so I put a lot of energy into those things, and I realized God never asked me to really do those things. And so this Advent has been so good for me in that, like, kind of not detox, but just like go back to like the simpler things of just like doing YouTube and just really connecting with the audience and focusing on that instead of like being on all these platforms. So I'll still be on Instagram once in a while, and you know, Facebook and stuff, but nothing like I was before. I'm probably not going to do as many blogs, and I think like my main focus will be YouTube. And ever since like I came up with that, like, you know, aha moment, I've been like so excited and like peaceful. And it's been a while since I felt that way, to be honest. Yeah, so definitely let me know what you guys want from me this year, because I am here for you guys. Like there are times where I felt led by the Holy Spirit to do very specific videos, and then there's other times where I'm like, I don't know, like what should I do? And you know, I just like kind of organically come up with ideas. But And yeah, some of them are from you guys, like asking questions that you might have about the faith or about motherhood or whatever it is. I'm thinking of doing a video, like I kind of feel called to do a video about sex and like talking to our children about sex. And so I'm trying to think of like, okay, how do I talk about that? Because that is something that, you know, my son's in 6th grade now, and so it's like, those are things that, you know, I was like, oh, this is why I wanted them to stay little forever. I just don't want to talk about these things, but I think it's like pretty important too. So I feel like definitely led to talk about that. And so I'm kind of working on that video of like how to word things, how to say things, and especially to children. I think that's really important. So it is interesting when I do feel like led by God. There are things where I'm like, oh, I don't want to talk about that, like NFP, how Catholics don't use birth control, like that's considered a grave sin. And so in the past I'm like, oh, I don't want to talk about those, but God's like, Heather, this is what I want from you though. And so out of like holy obedience, that's what I've been doing in the past, is just like, you know, talking about the things that are kind of uncomfortable, but God's asking me to do them. So I would love to hear what you guys would love from me coming up in this next year. And I'm just really excited. Some other things for this upcoming year that I feel like God's asking me to do is organizing. So our house is like built in the 1960s, and I love our house. Like I really feel like I made it a home, and I've worked really hard to try to make it beautiful and simple and, you know, not overdo it. But the problem with our house was storage. Like we have 5 kids, a lot of toys, and there was like hardly anywhere to put anything. So I asked my husband if he would build me a closet, and so I'll put a little insert here of what it looks like. But pretty much he did it, and he did fabulous, and I knew he would. He's never built anything in his life, but he is a perfectionist, and if he doesn't get it right, he would tear the whole thing over or down and like start over. I know my husband, so I knew he would do a fabulous job. And he did. It looks so good, and I prayed to St. Joseph, like, please put this in him, like, to want to build this for me. And so anyway, we put it in there, and it's great. We have all of our games up on top, and then, you know, all the things that we need, like, right there. Whereas, like, before, we'd have to go up the stairs or down the stairs, and now everything is, like, right there. And I'm just, like, it, like, clicked something in me. It made me, like, just want to be a better homemaker. Like, I love cleaning my house now. Like truly, I like feel very passionate about having a clean house. I have a place for every single thing in my house now, and I didn't before. Like I know where, like little things like paper clips, like I know where everything is in my house, where it belongs. I used to have like 4 different places where scissors could be. Now I have one place where all the scissors are in this one place. And it is so beautiful, and I love it, and my husband loves it too. Like I think he's so happy that he built that closet, even though it took him about a month. And by the end I'm like, okay, can we please? Because it wasn't quite done for Christmas, but I am so thankful. It was so worth the wait. And it just like put something in me where now I like love having a clean house. I love cleaning. So I think I'm gonna do a lot of videos on like homemaking and cleaning and how to like, you know, make our homes beautiful, where we love to be in it, where our kids love to be in it. And I love it. My family loves being home, and that's exactly what I want. I want them to like feel comfortable and love being home and safe. And you know, it's like such a crazy world out there that I'm just like, I want to give them this gift of like having a retreat, you know, our little domestic church, like that it is a peaceful, loving place. So that's been awesome. I really want to focus on my health this year, just like eating a lot more vegetables, protein, fruit, you know, the things that like God created. I want less processed foods. I kind of went off the rail a little bit for Christmas. And so I usually, this is my new thing, but I think I'm gonna start every year where I don't start my New Year's resolution until after Epiphany, because that's like the 12 days of Christmas, right? Christmas Day through Epiphany. And so I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna start my New Year's resolution after Epiphany because I'm still celebrating. I want to enjoy this season. I did gain 4 pounds over Christmas, and so I'm like, wow, like it comes on so fast. And I think it's just because of my age and stuff, but I used to never gain weight that fast. But I finally figured out like what works for my body and my age, and I'm gonna start working out. I've been working out the last couple of days, and somebody asked me what I do, and I just watch YouTube videos, or in the summer I walk like you wouldn't believe, or I work out in our garage in the summers, but it's too cold in the winters, so I just watch YouTube videos and I do like very light weights and stuff. So anyway, I'm excited for the new year and I think it's gonna be awesome. Yeah, so that's kind of me in a nutshell. The kids are doing awesome. Thomas and Jacob are doing basketball and they're loving it. They're, you know, all the kids have awesome friends to play with where we live. Like I feel so blessed to the point where I'm like, I don't know if I ever want to move. Like God has just blessed me abundantly, and I know that, and I try not to ever take that for granted, because it's easy to, like, you know, you're like, oh, I think as humans we want changes and stuff, but I'm like, you know what, I want to just like simplify and love the life God's given me right here, right now. Anyway, I am done with my laundry, and it was so good chatting with you. I hope that you all had an amazing Christmas, and I hope that you have an awesome New Year, and until next time, I will see you all later. God bless. Bye.